Scotty. Who's Scotty?
Oh, jeez. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and I am super excited to be making this one today. We've got the Propel X4R, Propel's latest electric skateboard. They're the latest innovation, the latest upgrade of the X4S from, it seems like 3-4 years ago. And I can tell you right now, they haven't just slapped some new grip tape on this board. It is a completely different beast, and I can't wait to show you what it's capable of. Now, with such a special board, I needed to come to a very special place. So I've come out to Bayview Reserve in Redlands. This is one of the biggest parks within about 100 kilometers of my area, with a whole heap of trails, and we'll really be able to enjoy the X4R. Now, it is quite famous for large snakes, kangaroos, wombats, and mountain bikers. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that sort of thing. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, so it won't be too busy, but we're just gonna have fun, talk about the specs, and don't forget Scott D at checkout will give you a really nice discount off this board. As always, if you've got any comments or questions, chuck them down below, and if you find this video entertaining, educational, or useful, just went through horse poo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We will do a follow-up video with this board, because I think one of the big party tricks of the X4R is range. Massive battery, massive range. But anyway, that's the intro. Let's go ride, enjoy the footage. Oh, that's good. So let's talk about the motors. There is 4 6374 165 kV motors, and it is a belt drive system. So 4 motors, 4 belts, which delivers a just amazing amount of fun. Now, they quote the top speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and I 100% believe that, but this board is not about speed. I don't believe it's about speed, in my personal opinion. This is about off-road, torquey, hill climbing fun. And the way they get the most out of those 6374 motors is by using their newest ESC. It's the FOC 3, so 3.0. Super, super smooth. Pairs with their really nice new color remote control. And this thing is just really responsive, intuitive, and has more power than you realize. Woo. Woo. My goodness. And they all connect to these insane off-road tires. 10x2, so 10" by 2", so really big size. 100% made for off-road. They've got their split pin there for safety, because again, they know this board's going to be going off-road. So this board, you really have to get used to it. This is not like a Meepo Voyager where you get on and ride it. You need to really spend some time on it. You need to really spend some time on it to understand how that suspension and steering and all that sort of stuff works, because This is like no other skateboard that's on the market today. Holy shit! Oh god! That is unbelievable! The ground clearance, paired with that suspension. Look at, oh! Look, this is a technical track. This is not about speed. I'm not even trying to go fast. I wouldn't dare. But the fact that we're making this, even at low speed, is just insane. Oh no. Can't stay on. Yep. Whoa. Like, this is obviously not a double kingpin board, but it is so nimble compared to, say, the X4S. They have done such a good job fine-tuning the steering and that suspension components to work so beautifully together. Holy! And I put it in slow motion on the next bump, just so you can see exactly what this is doing. Almost. All right, so off-roading, I'm out of breath. Off-roading this X4R is blowing me away. It's so nimble, and yet it's got the ground clearance, the suspension, and the power to get you around the corners and have a shit ton of fun. All right, now let's talk about the R in X4R. It stands for range. They have put a 12S7P battery into this board, and it's going to deliver a heap of range. They do quote a couple of numbers on the website, which I really love. They quote a 75 kilo and 100 kilo rider range. I'll put those on the screen. I can't remember them right now off the top of my head. But how did they do it? Because the board itself hasn't fundamentally changed, as in the, oh, I'm not gonna make this. As in the chassis, hasn't really changed. So how did they go from getting a 12S4 or 12S5 to a 12S7? Well, what they did was they moved the ESCs. So if you look under here, these on each side now are your two ESCs. So that means underneath here now is all battery. You still get a heap of clearance. Now, because that big battery and because of all the suspension and because of all the technology in this is not a lightweight board. This is a beast. I'll put the weight on the screen. It's like 40, I think 40 kilos, 40 something. Look at the number on the screen right now. That's the correct number. Holy. Can't believe I made that turn. God, the scenery keeps changing. Look at these bushes. It's like a movie set. Alright, so we made it out of that track there. That was fun. I can hand on heart say I don't have a single other electric skateboard that would have made that as easy as that did. Yes, I think I had to get off once and lift it up over some rocks. There was a couple of branches there I probably could have got over if I'd hit it with a bit of speed. But the suspension on that is just insane. The suspension and the ground clearance, where is it? Massive, massive thumbs up. All right, so a couple of small things, I guess. The deck is this like beautiful hybrid carbon. The length of the skateboard is about 44 inches long, so it's a beast of a board. I said before it's about 40 kilos, it's actually 45 kilos. I need to call that out. And the suspension slash steering, they call it a multi-link system, and it has a lot of very replaceable components. I see quite a few comments when people buy these, they take it off-road and they bend a swing arm or one of the tie rods. These are consumable items. And I love it that Propel does this, because they could put strong ones on there. It would cost you a lot more money, but it also wouldn't give you the forgiveness that having a bendable, ooh, what's that? I got a twig stuck, hang on. Wouldn't give you the forgiveness that those consumable parts do. So my suggestion is when you order your X4R, order some spare suspension components. They price them extremely cheaply because they know there's certain parts that are going to get hit and bend and break. What else? The integrated tail light is nice, really nice. It flashes when you brake. When you turn the headlights on, let me see if I remember how to do that. Are they on? Yep. So those integrated headlights you turn on with the remote control. When you turn those on, the backlight starts flashing again. I disagree with this programming. It should be solid now, and it should flash when you brake. I feel like it's still the wrong way around. Am I wrong? Am I going mad? I feel like it should be solid when you're not braking, and it should flash when you are braking. But that's just me. Anyway. Whoa. Track's a little bit narrow for this board actually. Oh, Jesus Christ. Concentrating on the wrong thing then. Side note, I'm going to leave all these in because I think it paints a true picture of my ability and the board's ability. Because the board has a lot more, the board's a lot more capable than I am. Alright, so we are almost at the end of the video. Couple of little things, and this is just me wondering, and I'm sure Propel will comment on the video and tell me why they haven't done it, because I'm sure there's a reason. Is it worth to have a little motor guard, especially here? The front one's kind of okay, you're kind of covered because you got all the wish arms and all that sort of stuff in the way. But is it almost worth having a little 3D printed disposable plastic thing that protects those motors from rocks flicking up and whacking the motor? I don't think I've hit them today, but I can imagine with the sort of riding this board's designed to do, I can imagine that they would get hit a lot. We made it back. A couple of times there I actually got a little bit lost. Middle of absolutely nowhere. Right, X4R, awesome electric skateboard. It's not cheap, so make sure you use Scott D at checkout or use somebody's discount code. Don't pay full price. It's not cheap, but it's not cheap for a reason. Massive battery, good cells, good ESC, a shit ton of components as far as the multi-link steering, the suspension, the motors, the ESCs. It's priced accordingly, it really is. This is not a board you would buy, I don't think, to just go on little group rides in the city. This is a board you buy if you want to go and do some serious riding, some serious exploring. You want to conquer any hill around you. This will do 45 degrees. That's what they quote, and that's what I believe. We definitely hit over 35% in here today. This will climb anything in Brisbane, anything I've ever gone up. Awesome headlights, really, really well designed. It's so nice that they brought back the X4 range. They refreshed it, they upgraded it, they made it more powerful. Yeah. We're gonna do a full range test on this. I really want to do a range test on this, and we're gonna do it within the next 6 weeks. We're coming into summer here, but because it's tropical, it rains a lot, so I'll just go do in-between weather and other boards. As I said, Scott D at the checkout. Any comments and questions, chuck them down below. If there's any particular you'd like me to see or test or ask, chuck it down below. And that's it. So don't forget, ride safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you next time.